The skills required and procedures used for completing research projects has changed significantly over the years. It's hard to believe that when I completed that infamous 10-page research paper during my 10th grade year of high school, I had to write out all 3 drafts in pencil first and use things like the card catalog and those tiny note cards to find and document my sources. Now, while many of the processes used when conducting a research project may have stayed the same, the platform in which we do these activities has changed drastically and will continue to evolve in the future. As a language arts teacher, I tell my students that researching information for a project, a paper, or a presentation literally lies at their fingertips. This opens up a rich, full world of information for them, but can also present many challenges when it comes to finding and utilizing credible and reliable sources. And while I do still value the library and the print sources found upon their shelves, it's important to know how to use the internet, specifically search engines like Google and Yahoo, to take to their full advantage when researching a topic. Search engines maintain an incredibly large number of sites in their archives, so you must limit your search term in order to avoid becoming overwhelmed by an unmanageable number of responses. I always encourage my students to list terms that align with their topic of study first, starting with the most general and working their way down to more specifics as you go down the list. This will give you options, and you can compare results as you type them into the search bar. For example, you may start with a very general term like education. Now, as you probably guess, you will score a vast and very diverse amount of responses based on this search, and it may be a waste of time to sift through countless responses that have nothing to do with your topic. In this case, I would add what's called a modifier, something like education in Finland, or urban or rural education, or even something like science or math education. I always tell my students to start somewhere and use the relevant responses to continue to refine their search. This will not only allow you to narrow your search to the best pieces, but you will learn more about your topic as well as good modifying words to refine your search later on. For example, by searching education in Finland, you may find names such as Linda Darling Hammond, an educational researcher who spent extensive time studying education in Finland. And finally, it's important to learn to use the advanced search option on your search engine. This will allow you to narrow your search, include Boolean terms such as and, or, and not, and even include things like dates, titles of journal articles, and authors' names. This option came in handy during the search of the events of September 11th, 2001. I only wanted my students to find news articles that were written in the year of 2001 in the months following the attack on the World Trade Centers. By narrowing our search to the date, 2001, we were able to locate a bank of history while also weeding out the thousands of articles that had been written since the attacks on September 11th. Knowing and utilizing tips like these can really help in ensuring that you use the internet to its fullest potential when completing research. Just remember to go with what works and refine as you go. Thanks.